Here at Portakabin, we inspire new thinking. At our on-site research and development lab, we've been testing new and innovative technologies in our smart building. One of those technologies is acoustic panels from Acoustic and Ecophon. Acoustic and Ecophon develops, manufactures and markets acoustic products and systems that contribute to a good working environment by enhancing people's well-being and performance. This impact on well-being and performance is incredibly important, especially so in learning environments, particularly nurseries, schools, colleges and universities.
There are huge benefits to having the acoustic environment at an optimal state, whether you be in a working environment, learning environment, research, for instance, or healthcare. It's essential that you have good speech intelligibility for communication. In fact, we found that when we installed these products in a Portakabin building, we were able to hit the video conferencing DIN standard in Germany of 0.5 seconds. So what I'm saying is, when you get the acoustics right with these panels, you lend yourself to great Teams, Zoom, video conferencing meetings where you may have struggled previously, or the person on the other end of the screen may have not been able to clearly hear what you're trying to get across. Essential, of course, if you're importing data, if you're imparting essential information around healthcare, around patients, perhaps research data that needs to be communicated very accurately. Without having the right acoustic environment, speech intelligibility can be adversely affected. Of course, it also makes it very inclusive for workers. There's a lot of workers, particularly in the office environment, who will be on the spectrum, who will have autism. They require a certain acoustic environment to be able to not be taken off task, to feel comfortable, to feel that they are in an environment where they're not going to struggle. And having a great acoustic environment helps them, helps mental health, helps well-being. Having acoustic panels in a building reflects nature, the outside, where we are most comfortable. It's unnatural for us to be inside a building, having sound reflecting off of all these hard surfaces and not being absorbed. Outside, a nice walk in the forest or along the edge of the sea is really good for us. We get lots of high frequency sound, a hypersonic effect that improves the human condition. Inside a building, we suffer. It's like being in a cave. It's like when you hear your own voice on the telephone, you can barely stand it and you hang up and you call back. Having acoustic panels eliminates that and takes us back to nature, where our ears have been tuned to be. The ideal learning space or working space is outside. But of course, in this country, it's not always practical. It might rain on us, for instance. So we work inside. But what we need to do is reflect the acoustic environment that we're used to having outside. And so we are really bringing the acoustics from outside into the Portakabin buildings by applying these acoustic panels. It's like putting the sky back into the building.